Why would some intellectuals give cover fire to such a radical Islamist organization that's actually seen as Taliban in India? They are an offshoot of a banned Islamist organization, Students Islamic Movement of India, or SIMI, and there is a long history of violent crimes. Mr. Unyal was just talking about chopping off the professor's hand. That happened in 2010, and this organization is growing from strength to strength till 2022. Why defend such a radical Islamist organization, sir?
Gaurav sir, I'm very glad that you mentioned that you find some of the intellectuals who are supporting them. Let me address this, Sahab, on Nation First. These are not intellectuals, sir. These are pseudo-intellectuals. And you're absolutely right about one point, and so is Ved Sahab. What do we see here? There's a lot of politics involved. Why did not the BJP ban the PFI yet? Sir, I have numbers to show you. Here in Karnataka, the PFI, SDPI, the political arm, eats into the vote bank of Congress. Therefore, that is why they are being kept alive here with respect to the state. Lot of politics here. There is the national interest. One important point, Gaurav Saab, what do we understand with respect to the PFI, SDPI, CFI? Kids are being used in the rallies. Not just that. Professors hand chopped, terror IS links. But what is the government in power doing? The gentleman was right. Deal them with iron hands, iron fist.
Okay.
That is the way to answer with terror and nothing else. No compromise whatsoever, sir. And the final point I'd like to submit to you is those who come into such form of support are definitely not intellectuals, sir. They're pseudo-intellectuals with their own respective mind. Keep politics aside. That's the way to go.
Sir, good point you make. Keep politics aside, because this is an interest of national security. Mr. Unyal,
absolutely,
if
sir,
the PFI was involved in radical Islamist terror, as you point out, chopping off a professor's hand in 2010, or organizing terror training camps that led to the conviction of 21 people in 2016, the question remains, does it take a decade and a quarter to gather information and intelligence and prosecutable evidence, or, as Syed Abbas says, it suits people politically to keep such elements in society?
Absolutely.
Being an advocate, I have seen in number of times what happened. A culprit has been booked under certain sections, but when trial goes on, then he comes in the witness box, then there is no evidence in the police and prosecution. So he has been left out and case has been scrapped. So this should not be happen if a good police, good prosecution collects first of all each and everything. So I think they have done very good homework this time. Whatsoever I know little bit about the evidences part, because being an advocate, so I know that this is a complete cumbersome, it's a long process.
Okay.
So that long process of 8, 10, 11 years has taken place, because after 2014, Shasanam Dandain government came into the picture. And as far as this person is saying, Intellectual Property Act is not a person who is always against the anti-Indians, anti-nationals. If you are standing with anti-national, it means a lot of money is coming. As far as it is concerned, lot of transactions is there on the records. That time will come.
That needs to be proven. We're a democracy and a very vibrant democracy. All of this, all of what you're saying needs to be proven in a court of law. You're an officer of the court yourself. You're an advocate. Evidence that will convince the courts to convict them.